let's start step by step. I would say that most people are identified with their past, with their story, with their thought, with this story of an illusory me. I think I am this person. I am this thinker. Yet, if you examine closely, it doesn't exist. Consider this metaphor. I love metaphors. If you observe an oasis in the desert, the closer you get to this oasis, the more you realize that there was never anything there. It's exactly the same with ego. You can dive into it. You can observe it. You can observe all these false beliefs about yourself. I assure you, you will find nothing. The ego construct is a collection of strong beliefs you hold about yourself. And there is something that pops up every second, thought, trapping you into this illusion of I am the thinker. I am this voice within my head. You have somehow personalized your thought. You have individualized your existence and confined something that is inherently infinite. So the invitation here is to, I would say, depersonalize your thought, to deconstruct your conditioned mechanism. So first you need to pull apart the I from your thought by setting up a distinction between I, the witness, and the thought. This is, I would say, a life-changing, because recognizing that you are not the thinker signifies the beginning of your awakening. And so now that you recognize that, okay, I am not this thought. Thoughts are somehow impersonal. The issue that you might encounter is this: thoughts still arise. Thoughts still come and go. So the activity of the mind isn't the problem. The issue is that the mind still holds on to these so-called impersonal thoughts. As a result, you might end up reinventing a dream with impersonal thought, with this thought without an I. For instance, if you feel down and think, I am miserable, I am unworthy, or I will never make it, I will never awaken. No, Tony told me that you are not the I in this thought. It doesn't work like this, because you are still, I would say, caught up in daydreaming with this impersonal thought. So let's dive deeper, because leaving thoughts impersonal is a good start. So rather than focalize on impersonal thought, I want you to focus on what perceives this thought. What is it that is aware of them? You can pause the video and feel it. So here's a clue. You can't spot it. You can't find it either. It's not something you do. It's, I would say, a non-doing. So don't seek an answer, rather feel it. And if you notice that the mind craves to answer, return to simply being. For instance, if you feel within a movement of the mind, like, I have the answer, okay, he's talking about consciousness. No. You come back to the experience itself, with this no-mind experience. You come back to simply being. And at some point, you will realize that, oh, okay, That was that simple. That was that simple. I am simply this. All the non-dual teachers were right when they mentioned that awakening is the most simple spiritual realization. That's correct. That's correct. Because you tap into this space that gradually opens up to the infinite. And when we meditate, this is the space that we aim to reach. And through meditation, we come back to our essence, this space of silence where everything shows up, like thoughts, sensation, experiences, but there is a space that stays intact. And to shift from ego to infinite consciousness, you have to abide as that. To abide as that space, infinite space or silence, whatever. So simply by being aware, by being conscious, without the activity of the mind, so you tap into this new dimension which has been already there but veiled by the whirlpool of the mind, so to speak. So that's a good non-doing practice again. When you set your alarm clock for 7 a.m., at 6:59 you are this. You are this silence. Then when the alarm goes off, you suddenly pull up all your memories, all your stories and things to do. It's a kind of instant downloading of all your past, you know what I mean? But let me explain. Even at 7 a.m. and 1 second, there is a gap of silence. Be aware of this. You need to tune into that. Think about this tomorrow morning when you will wake up. You need to abide as that silence as long as possible. When you wake up and drink your coffee, eat your breakfast, even throughout the day. Try to be conscious. Try to make those conscious moments longer and unconscious moments shorter. So let me explain. Being conscious means being present, being here and now, without the activity of the mind. Because the activity of the mind operates with a movement through time. I have already explained a lot of times this in previous videos. So without this movement of time, past to future. So without thought, without the activity of the mind, you slow down this movement until it remains nothing. That's where I want to point to this moment. Take a moment with that. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, try to make this gap of silence longer. It's a very good exercise. So for instance, when you drink your coffee, no one is doing it. That is simply this infinite presence. Even right now, when I'm talking to you, to this camera, no one is doing it. Because if I think I am someone, I have to use this movement through time. I have to come back in the past to think, okay, I am Tony. I'm sharing about the truth, all this, all this blah blah blah, which is an illusion. Because the reality, the truth is only now. So again, slow down this movement. Be present. Be here and now. If something appears in your field of consciousness, let it play, and then you come back to now. Because this is who you are, in essence. And at 7 a.m. and 1 second, you are that. That's funny, you can try it. Think about this tomorrow morning. When you wake up, you get up, and then suddenly all your memories, your stories come back in an instant. That's that's crazy. That's crazy. That's how the mind works. That's how the mind works. And when you are in this infinite space, in this no man's space, it's like everything is seen for the very first time, so everything is beautiful. For instance, I am in the forest, but I don't see trees, I see what it is. It's like a baby is seeing, with baby eyes, I would say. And usually in the morning the mind is less tense. So try this in the morning. I think it's easier. But again, follow your heart. If you want to do this, you can do it. Whatever, anything you want actually. Anytime. It's a daily practice. Even while driving, while cooking, while walking. It depends the work you do actually. So return to being, to simply be. And breathing is a good help for that. With mindful breath, it's going to help you out to tap into this dimension of infinite consciousness, awareness, whatever. Presence of God as well. I love the nature. I love the energy of nature. And that's crazy, that's mad, because we share our life with this. That's so beautiful, that's crazy. And this is not something that I learned. Of course, at the beginning I learned that, I share my consciousness with everything, okay. But when you deeply realize that the mind is, I would say, useless for that. I mean, it's a complete, profound understanding, and you can see yourself in everything. We are life itself. That's not my life. We are life itself. That's beautiful. There is not life there, life in these trees, life in this body. We are life, manifests itself through different kind of forms, but we are one with everything, and that's the most beautiful thing you can realize. Unity, love, true love. So if I have one advice to give you, is return to being as much as possible. Be conscious of everything. Because the tendency of the mind is to travel from past to future. So Again, come back now. So wish you a beautiful day, beautiful night, beautiful evening, anything. Much love, guys, and thanks for everything. You can like this video, subscribe, or don't. Much love, guys.